Man, what's going on, y'all? We got another straight banger for you today, guys, right? We got a trade of the day for you. Every day I'm breaking down one of my trades throughout my trading day, and I'm going to bring it to you, let you know why I got in, why I got out, what the whole analysis is so you can get better as a trader. All right? So we going to go into it, but before we go into it, one thing I want to say, man, like this video for me, please. And also subscribe to the channel because I'm bringing you straight value every single day. All right. So today we busted down Palantir. Before I get into the trade of the day, I want you to understand that base hits are going to create grand slams. All right. When you're trading, you don't want to be looking for a home run every day. You don't want to look for a home run because the more you look for a home run, the more you're going to lose. Okay. So always remember, base hits are going to give you grand slams. If you get on first base every single time you hit, the bases are always going to be loaded and you always going to have, points coming in. You're always going to be putting points on the board. So I want you to understand that. Also, if you've ever, if you're making money in the stock market because of these videos, send me an email and let me know what's going on because people starting to kind of share their wins. All right. And I appreciate that. And that's what this is here for, to help you guys get better, be better, and make more money. All right, in the stock market. So we going to go to Palantir. My first trade with Palantir, I made like one something. But then I got in two more times. And so I want to break that down. So I made $316 with Palantir today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you each trade like I always do, why I got in and why I got out. So let's go over the actual trades. All right, let me pull up my camera. All right, cool. So as you can see right here, we got Palantir, and we made $316.49 today on Palantir, 3 different trades. All right, so the first trade was at 7:17 a.m. Okay, I was in this trade for 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. I got 6 contracts. I got in at $235. So that's about $1,300. I sold them for $270. All right. And it was like it was like 200 something dollars. Yeah, it was like 209, I believe. And then the next trade, I got in after a breakout. And then I got out, it was like $60, but I didn't get filled. And so it was like $25 or something like that. And then the next trade, I got back in, I got 3 contracts and I got in at 220 and that was 3 contracts. And then I got out at 249. All right. And that was like $90 or something like that. I thought it was more when I got out, but it'd be moving so fast sometimes, okay? So I was in each trade for 5 minutes, and then the second trade I was in it for 3 minutes, so that's 8 minutes. And then 39 to this last trade, it took a little bit longer, and we're going to talk about that too. So it was that's 20 minutes, that's about 30 minutes. That's way too long for the amount that I made on this trade. So we're going to talk about that. But I made 300 total for the whole day. And so on Palantir alone, earlier I was in Microsoft too. I busted them down for 120. So I'm not mad at it, but we could always get better, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the charts, and then I'm going to break this down for you guys so that we can go. All right. So this is Adobe. So let's go to Palantir. We're going to break it down. All right. My chart looks crazy. All right. So you already see what this is looking like. This is a bull flag, right? But let's talk about it. Let's go to the 5 minute first. All right. So today, Palantir. It dropped down here. This is on the 5 minute chart. Then it came up. And then it reversed, all right? So it came down, reversed, and then it went up. Now, I wasn't looking at Palantir right here because I was in Microsoft, right? I was in Microsoft, and then I had hit them. I had got in like right here, no, like right here, and then I had wrote it up to no, I got in yeah, like right here, and then I wrote it up to like 439. All right, so yeah, so I was in Microsoft, made a little bit of money with them, so I wasn't seeing this breakout right here. If I saw this breakout, I would have just traded this from here all the way up, and I would have made like 1,000, but I didn't see that. So, but when I did come in, I saw the charts and I saw it right here. So, right, so it was already on a 5-minute uptrend. It was above these EMAs right here, as you can see. So I was like, all right, cool. So very simple trade, right? It was on the uptrend. I got in right here, right before it broke this level right here, because I knew Palantir's all-time highs is like $84. So I know Palantir is trying to get back to $84. So I know like we're bullish there, right? So see this, I enter in right here, and then it has some very strong momentum. So it was a pretty good trade. The most I was down on this trade was like $15. So I had a pretty good drawdown. And then I just wrote it up. And then I ended up getting out of Palantir right here at this level. Okay. Now it stopped right here, and then it was kind of chilling for a second, chilling for a second, chilling for a second. And then I got out, and then like 10 seconds later, it blasted off. And it went through these two candles. So if I would have stayed in, I made 200 on this trade alone. If I would have stayed in, I probably would have made like 300, 350, somewhere around there if I would have got in and got out right at this wick, right? But that's okay, because you could always make more money. Now, what happened was when I got out right here, right, I was up, and then it broke above here, and then it wicked up, and then it came back down, and I was like, okay, let me get back in, because let me ride it up to this level right here, right? So I got in right here. This is the second trade. I got in right here because it was above this level. I wanted to secure profits just in case it rejected off of this level and came down. That is why I got out. I exited, okay? So what we're going to do is, let me type this in for you guys. So we got entry number one. We got entry number one right here. All right. Entry number one right here. And then we got exit number one right here at this level, right? At the level, because you don't know if a stock is going to go through the level or it's going to reject off of it, and then your green trade is going to turn red. So I didn't want a green trade to turn red, so I stayed in right there. All right. I mean, I got out right there. But then I saw it still has some sauce and it still has some energy. So I was like, let me get in right here. And this is what I mean when I say you could always get back in the trade, right? You could always get back in the trade. So I got in right there, right at this level. It was above this level right here. But then I'll make that a little bit smaller. All right, boom, right? And then what happened was I saw what was going on, wicked at this level. So I was like, it's rejecting off. So I ended up exiting right here, okay? But what happened was I did not get filled up here. I was up like $80, $90 right here. I did not get filled because it came back down so fast, and it only ended up being like $27, $30, right? So I was like, damn. But then what happened was I got into a different trade, and so I got away from this because I thought I was done with Palantir. So I come back, and then around here where this blue arrow is at, where you see these red, let me move this real quick. Where you see these red candles is where I started to see the chart again, and I started seeing a bull flag forming, okay? So I was like, oh, okay. So Palantir is in a bull flag right now. It's forming a bull flag, right? So I chilled out for a minute, and I was just chilling. So I was just chilling, letting the bull flag form. So when you have a bull flag, you really want to enter into the bull flag once it breaks the highs of the flag. But me, I did get in a little bit early, right? So I got in on this candle right here, it was about right here when I got in, because I was thinking that it was going to just go up because it was green at the time. So I thought that this was the candle and it was almost about to close, and then it kind of came down here, right? But it was holding this support level. So when I got in, it was here and then it came down here. So I was like down like $100 during the trade, okay? But it was holding this support line. So I did not get out. I did not sell my position. And then this candle opened up and it started to go up. And I was like, okay, so we about to go up. And so obviously I was holding it. And then I held it. And then it came through. And then I was up a little bit. And then I got out about right. Yeah, I got out right here. Okay, I got out right here. So we're going to put in my entry number 3 on Palantir was this candle right here. Okay, I got in a little bit early. I'm letting you know that I got in. I probably should have waited. I could have either waited to get in on this candle, or I could have waited to get out on the breakout right here, right? Because I would have made more money if I would have got in right here, because I was in this trade for like 20, 25 minutes. So I had to be very, very, very patient on this one right here, right? And then on my exit, I got out exit number 3, right? Exit number 3 right here. Boom. So that was the bull flag, okay? And so I got out right there, and then I was up. Whatever I was, 350 whatever, or 3 whatever. It was 316. I was done. Okay? And that was how I traded Palantir 3 times. This trade right here, the second trade, I shouldn't have taken that one. I should have held this trade longer and just let it go up, and I would have made that on one trade instead of getting back in just to make that 20. And then I should have entered in about right here at a lower cost, or I could have added some contracts here, but I didn't want to, right? So yeah, so I just had to wait about 20, 25 minutes in this trade, and then it came out of the bull flag, it broke out, and then I was in a profit, and then I took my profit. And then that was that. It was literally simple as that, right? So that's how I busted down $316 today on Palantir alone. We hit Microsoft too. So I just want you guys to understand that every trading day looks different. Some days you're going to have one trade that you make 40% on and you're done for the day. Some days you're going to be in and out of the same stock. Some days you're going to be in and out of a couple different stocks. Like, every day is different. You got to be nimble enough to be able to adjust to the day. As long as you make money and you profitable, that's all that matters, because you're going to learn the lessons. You're going to take your L sometimes, right? As long as that P&L is green, you can survive another day. And that's what you need to focus on, is preserving your capital so you can continue to show up every day and not be stressed out. All right, it's truly that simple. So that's how we busted down $300 on Palantir today. 3 different trades. I was in that last trade longer than I would have liked to, but we still won. And that's what patience matters, okay? You have to be patient in some of these trades. As long as you know what you're doing and you have the execution down, that's what matters most. It's not about the dollar amount. Even if you take a loss. If you take a loss, but you know why you lost, you winning, okay? You are winning. So you got to remember that, keep that at the top of mind, and don't be hard on yourself. Every day show up. Every day you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about the stock market. You're learning more how to trade, how to make money, how you want to do things, how you don't want to do things. You're learning so much. All right. So be patient with yourself. Make sure you show up every day. And yeah, we're just going to get it like that. So always remember, get out of your head and get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. I'm going to see you guys on tomorrow's video. Peace.